Hey again, this is Brenda Trott, the Make Money in Your Sleep Girl, and this is part of my ongoing experiment to cook with you and talk about marketing. And for some reason, I'm very, very dark. See if we can get you in there. So today's meal goes kind of hand in hand with the topic. The topic is imposter syndrome, and let me first explain the meal. I am making fried chicken in the air fryer. So it's a little bit of an imposter in itself, right? And with that, I am making some bacon wrapped asparagus. So in the air fryer, I have covered my chicken legs with some seasonings I will list in the descriptions later. And then I simply put it into the air fryer on a pre settings for 25 minutes, and I am pulling that out now. Or not. Might have to call a man in here. Oh, okay, let's see. So I have this grip, and I'm trying to figure out how to use it because this is the first time I've used it. It looks like it goes through some holes. I might have to hold off on that and wait. So inside there will also go my asparagus wrapped in bacon. Again, I just kind of seasoned them with salt and some Italian seasoning, and then I wrapped them in bacon for that extra flavor. So briefly, I want to talk to you about the imposter syndrome and how it might affect your marketing. I thought the fried chicken goes hand in hand with that. Let me see if I can show you what it looks like, because it's not really fried. It's an imposter, right? It's imposter chicken. So why is the imposter syndrome something it's significant to know about in your marketing? I can tell you some stories about how I didn't even know it affected me. Back when I was a school teacher, I realized that I used to preface everything with, well, let me just tell you how it opened my eyes. Was somebody finally said, well, Brenda, if you preface everything with, I'm just a first year teacher, then no one's ever going to listen to you. And I had to really think about that. And the advice I gave as a teacher later to all first year teachers was, look, you passed everything you needed to pass in order to get yourself in that classroom. You are qualified to be here. And that's kind of the reminder that we need as business owners too. We sometimes think that this guru is out there and they do better than me, or this company's been doing this for a lot longer. And you just have to remind yourself of why you're doing business and that you are doing a great job. Here's something else I can tell you from my teaching point of view. As a teacher, I used to bring in people from the local community to come and speak to my students. And sometimes they were really little students, and I still had people saying, I'm not an expert on this. I'm not an expert in that. And the true definition of an expert is anyone that knows something more about a topic than you do. So if you know all about your carpets and how to clean them, you know quite a bit more than your typical customer who's going to hire you to come do that job. Now, if there's somebody who knows more than you do, maybe they're not your best customer. But the truth is that when you get your stuff out there and you are sharing content and you are sharing information about the products and the services that you offer, you are the expert. One more example I can give you is when I was teaching people how to do blogs way back in the day, and someone was real happy that they had done this blog post, and then they shared it with a colleague, and the colleague hated it. Those were her words. He hated it. So I had to back her up and think, who did you write the blog post for? Did you write it for your colleague? Or did you write it for your potential customer? And so your information needs to grab somebody from where they are and help them see what you want to show them so that you can offer them the best products and services, not to your fellow pest control workers or your fellow plumbers. It's to the customer. So forget all about the imposter syndrome, because if you know more than your customer does, you're the expert. Now I gotta go finish some dinner. Thanks.